Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. Sunday evening, so that means it's time for another box opening. I have a recent eBay pickup sitting next to me here. We're not going to waste too much time. We'll go ahead and scroll right down, take a look at what we're going to be opening today. And here we have 1993 Classic Futures. Of course, these are college cards. This is the draft class that had Penny Hardaway, Chris Webber, the likes of Nick Van Exel, Sam Cassell, Sean Bradley was your number 2 pick, Jamal Mashburn. So again, this was an eBay pickup. This was $15, free shipping, 100 card set. It says collect all 100 foil stamped full bleed basketball trading cards. Find the rare Classic Futures team cards of Webber, Hardaway, Mashburn, Isaiah Ryder, and Tony Kukoc. The most valuable cards in here are, of course, Penny Hardaway, Chris Webber, actually Sam Cassell. Then you also got Allen Houston and Nick Van Exel. Look at the other side here. And the back, you see there's the Jamal Mashburn. Now, of course, the first thing that you will notice about these cards is they are 1.5 times the size of a regular card. This was something that happened in the early 90s, became a little bit popular. The first ones I remember seeing like that, I believe it was a 93, 94 NBA Jam session, which were made by Fleer, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been Skybox. Someone can let me know in the comments anyways. But there were a couple more to follow, and they didn't really last too long because kind of a pain to store these. You gotta get special sleeves and cases or pages, which are not that easy to come by. This Penny Hardaway here is also an exclusive of some sort. I'm not sure if it was like retail exclusive, but you can see at the top there, it's one of 12,500. And this is what the base cards look like, but this one is very different from the regular Penny Hardaway base card. And there are also two insert sets as a part of the 93 Classic Futures, so we'll be looking to see if we can pull any of those. Of course, we saw the promotion for the team inserts, and there are also LP inserts. So let's take a look at the Anthony Hardaway first. This is Rookie of the Year, question mark on the bottom. And on the back, you've got Chris Webber as well. So I'm not sure. This is, as you can see, it's not numbered. And it's not actually number 1. It's just one of the 12,500. But there is no other number on here. And like I said, it's a 100 card base set, but there are 3 other cards that are not numbered that I'm not sure if it's actually part of the set or not. According to Trading Card Database it is, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's correct. And that Penny Hardaway and Chris Webber card there is one of those 3. So we'll see if we can at least put together the 100 card set and see if we can't find any inserts. So pretty cool looking wax box here. Different for this time period a little bit. It almost looks like it's supposed to be opened this way. However, it just opens like your usual wax box. Pretty neat little basketball design there. And here's a look at what the packs look like. As you can see, not sure who that's supposed to be. Looks like a Georgia Tech player on the front there. And here's the back, 1993 Classic Games. And more advertising for the Futures team set, insert set. So here we go, pack number 1. We'll see how many inserts we can find here. Not sure if we'll do the entire box if we start getting a ton of repeats. And these cards are stuck together as well. Pan down a little bit more. So I'm going to be careful here. First one is Tim Brooks. Here's a look at the back. And we've got Jerry Walker, Seton Hall. Terry Evans, Oklahoma. He was a free agent, you can see there on the back. Matt Nover. If I'm not mistaken, if anybody remembers the mid-90s basketball movie Blue Chips, starring Shaquille O'Neal, Nick Nolte, and Anthony Hardaway, Matt Nover, I do believe, was the third member of the squad in that movie. We have Doug Edwards. Not sure. So these cards, the foil is in almost like a copper, and whereas this one, it's like a gold. Not sure that that's like actually a parallel or anything like that. I think that's just how the set is. Rich Manning there. Scott Haskin would go to the Indiana Pacers. As you can see, these are stuck. No real damage though pulling them apart. Got Anthony Reed was our last card there. And there's a look at Anthony Reed. Just tripod a little bit there. There we go. 2 more in this pack. We have Antoine Stoudemire. Not sure if he's any relation to Damon. And Amari Stoudemire actually spells Stoudemire different. And then Mike Paplowski is the last card there from Michigan State. He would go on to the Sacramento Kings. Pack number 2. Definitely takes a little bit longer to open these when they're stuck together like that. We've got Sasha Huffman. Not familiar with him. Antonio Harvey there. He would go on to the Lakers. Another Terry Evans. Here's a checklist. First checklist. Let's see. Here's the back. So this is cards 51 through 100. Another Doug Edwards there. Another Rich Manning. And there's the Sam Cassell. Florida State. He would, of course, win 2 titles with the Houston Rockets. Number 24 overall pick. I'm going to Anthony Reed again. Brian Clifford there. And then Luther Wright. He would go on to the Utah Jazz. I'm not sure how many packs came in this box, but there's quite a few in there. Let's see if that will cooperate. There we go. And another Sasha Huffman, so we're getting a bunch of doubles already. Another Antonio Harvey there. That's Harper Williams with a bit of a ding on the corner. Another checklist, that's the same one. It is, that's 51 through 100 again. There's George Lynch, UNC Tar Heel. Also was drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. And Josh Grant. I want to say he went to the Warriors. Nope, Denver. Drafted by Denver. There's Corey Blunt. Was a member of the Chicago Bulls. Adonis Jordan, Kansas. Another Brian Clifford there. And then Sharon Mills, VCU. He would be drafted by the Timberwolves. No inserts yet. We did find the Sam Cassell already. That is the only of the 4 most valuable cards that we have come across as of yet. 4 packs in. Gary Trost. James Bryson. Harper Williams again. Tony Duncan. Not sure there's a more perfect basketball name than Tony Duncan. George Lynch once more. Another Josh Grant. So tons of doubles. Scott Haskin, another double. Adonis Jordan. Dirk Searles. That's not a double. And Mike Peplowski is a double. So at this rate, it's going to take a while to, we might have to do the whole box to put this entire set together. There's Trost once more. Bryson once more. Seems like they're kind of going in similar order. Angelo Hamilton. Tony Dunks once more. There's Lindsey Hunter. He would go to the Pistons. Had a pretty good NBA career. Byron Wilson. Utah. Did he go to the Suns? Yeah, Suns. I think he was the last pick. Malcolm Mackey. Pretty sure he would go to the Timberwolves. Nope, drafted by the Suns. Conrad McRae. Another Dirk Searles. And our last card in that pack is Richard Petruska. Houston Rockets. So, kind of a swing and a miss once again there. I do not have any sleeves or top loaders or pages that will fit these, so I'll have to pick some up if I can put this whole set together. Darren Robinson there, followed by Brian Sallier. And Angelo Hamilton again. There's Warren Kidd. We can go to the Sixers. And Lindsey Hunter again. Another Byron Wilson. And Corey Blunt. Conrad McRae. Rodney Dobard. And the last card in this pack is Sharon Mills again. So I think we may have 20 or so of the base set, and then about an equally sized stack of doubles. Darren Robinson leads off again. Brian Sallier. Chuck Evans, there's a new one there. Another Warren Kidd. Irvin Johnson there. Spelt a little bit differently than the way Magic Johnson spells his first name, which is also Irvin. This Irvin Johnson would be going to the Seattle Supersonics. There's Isaiah Ryder. Definitely most known for being slam dunk champion. Thomas Hill had a great college career. Never really did anything in the pros, though. There's the Allen Houston. So we've got 2 of the 4 most valuable cards out of the base set so far. Allen Houston, Tennessee, number 11 overall pick. Had his best years with the New York Knicks. And the last card is Evers Burns. He would be drafted by the Sacramento Kings. I'm sure I can find some pages to fit these, hopefully fairly easily. since now we live in the times of places like eBay. Makes it a lot easier to find stuff like that. Chuck Evans again there. Stacy Poole. Still looking for Weber and Penny Hardaway. Haven't found Mashburn yet. Looks like we've got our first insert. That is the Classic Futures team, Jamal Mashburn. Look at the back of that one there. That is number CFT3. Followed by another Isaiah Ryder and Thomas Hill again. Allen Houston again. Steve Worthy. Not sure if that's any relation to James. Don't believe so. And then the last card in that pack is Petruska once more. So we got our first insert. Still looking for a number of base cards to try and put together the set. At the rate we found the insert, I doubt we'd be able to put together the entire Classic Futures team set. Haven't seen any LPs yet either. Mark Bell starts this one off again. Ashraf Amaya. Will Flemons, Texas Tech. There's Stacy Poole again, Florida Gators. Brian Russell, who was most known for getting crossed up by Michael Jordan in the 98 NBA Finals, where Jordan hit that game winner over the Jazz. Some people say he pushed off. I would say he probably slightly pushed off, and more than likely didn't really need to. Here's Vin Baker. Had some good years. Steve Worthy again. And the last card is Tony Kukoc. Good one there. Of course, he did not play college ball here in the States. He is out of Croatia. The lefty sharpshooter. He would go on to play for some other teams, like the Milwaukee Bucks. But his most prominent years were definitely with the Bulls. No doubt about it. Andy Rivera, UTEP. That is Texas El Paso. Benny Seltzer, Washington State. Another Will Flemons there. Bill Edwards. Looks like Wright State. There's Brian Russell again. Greg Graham. Chris Whitney, more doubles here. Baker. Excuse me, I seem to have a frog stuck in my throat or something. Bo Outlaw. University of Houston. He was a free agent, but of course played with the Orlando Magic. And then Evers Burns again. Mr. Burns to you. These packs don't open too gracefully either, so I'm not sure how many I'll be able to salvage. And there's Eddie Rivera again. Benny Seltzer. Ray Thompson. He's an OG. I always thought that was kind of funny. Of course, that means off guard, which is a shooting guard. There's the Nick Van Exel. He was a Cincinnati Bearcat. Had a good NBA career. Number 37 overall by the Lakers. Came in a long line of late draft pick steals for the Lakers. And there's the Chris Webber. So we've hit the most expensive card in the set, tied with the Anthony Hardaway. And of course here it is compared to the no numbered one, so same picture. course, Weber was number 1 overall by the Orlando Magic, and then got traded to Golden State for the number 3 pick, Penny Hardaway, because the Magic had Shaquille O'Neal and didn't really need another post presence, so they drafted or traded for a point guard. And the last card in that pack, Chris Mills, go to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So doing okay so far, I think. Still on the lookout for the base Penny Hardaway. Have not seen the base Sean Bradley or the base Jamal Mashburn yet. We saw another Kukoc there on the back. And this first card is Dexter Boney, followed by Everick Gray. Never heard of that guy. Ray Thompson, the OG again. Mitchell Butler. I think he wound up with the Bullets. There's another Van Exel. And another Weber there. And AC Earl was a lottery pick of the Celtics and really never did anything in his career. Is this our... Oh, that's the 1-2-50 checklist there. And there's the Kukoc again. Another Dexter Boney there. Another Everick Gray. Stanley Jackson out of UAB. Mitchell Butler again. Alfonso Ford. Scott Burrell, go to the Charlotte Hornets. I'm noticing some of these cards do have slight dings on the corners. And there's the Penny Hardaway. So we have found all of the good base cards. Here's a look at the back of the Hardaway. You can see right there, drafted number 3 by Golden State. Another checklist there. And then the last card is Terry DeHare, who would wind up with the LA Clippers. So I think at this point we're pretty much just searching for inserts. Lance Miller. William Davis. I think those were some more base that hadn't appeared just yet. Another Stanley Jackson there. There's Ron Curry. Alfonso Ford. Scott Burrell. Kevin Thompson. Penny Hardaway again. Memphis State, of course, is now just the University of Memphis. There's Brian Edwards. And last card is Chris Mills. We're not even halfway through this box. We'll kind of play it by ear. This pack's just kind of falling apart. That one certainly won't be salvageable. That's Miller, William Davis again. Kari Jackson. There's a new one. Ron Curry. Ed Stokes would wind up being drafted by Miami. Eric Riley, Houston Rockets. Darnell Mee, Denver Nuggets. Lucius Harris, Dallas. Brian Edwards again. Oh, did we save it? We did save it. Luther Wright. Accidentally bent the cards there slightly instead of slowly peeling it. So you probably heard that cracking sound. Here's Julius Nwosu, Sam Crawford, Kari Jackson again, Justice Thigpen, Iowa State, another Ed Stokes, now we're really starting to get into a lot of repeats. James Robinson, you can go to the Trailblazers. Brent Scott, just as I say, a lot of repeats, we get a couple new ones. And another Terry Hair. Probably getting close to having the whole base set so far. Nwosu starts us off again. Seems like a lot of times the repeats going in the same order. At least it appears that way. Rodney Rogers. Go to the Denver Nuggets. Leonard White. Another Sam Cassell there. Anthony Reed. Brent Scott. And the last card in this pack is Geert Hemmink. You'd go to the Magic. Yep. Team up with fellow LSU alum Shaquille O'Neal. Chris McNeil. I don't think we had that one yet. Brian Hendrick. I think that's new as well. Ike Williams. I can't see the name Ike anymore and not think of South Park. Don't kick the baby. Sam Cassell again. Eric Pauley. And another Luther Wright. Luther Wright, I believe every time we found him, has been the last card in that said pack. And Nwosu has been the first card in the pack every time we've come across him as well. And I believe he was followed by Sam Crawford every time too. Terry Evans out of Oklahoma. There's another Ike. Doug Edwards, Josh Grant, Brad McCray. So this pack pretty much was all rebates. And we'll probably finish things off here, unless we happen to find a number of cards that we haven't seen yet. Just about halfway through the box. Gets pretty repetitive, and it's kind of taking longer because I'm having to peel each card away from the one behind it. If I was able to just kind of shuffle through them, we would do the whole box. This looks like a whole pack of repeats as well. I mean, you know, let's see if we can't. Let's keep going until we find another insert. See if we can't do that for everybody at the least. We came across one insert in our first few packs. And haven't seen another one since. And there's Matt Nover again. That one was a little bit more stuck. Thomas Hill. There's Allen Houston again. And Petruska. I think Petruska's been the last card in every pack also. say we're gonna go until we find an insert, and now we probably won't find one, and end up doing the whole box anyways. Tim Brooks, Jerry Walker, Harper Williams, that Nova again. George Lynch almost slides off, but it's okay because we have probably 4 of them at this point. And Sharon Mills. Still a good amount of packs in here. Brooks, Jerry Walker again, Angelo Hamilton, another checklist. Lindsey Hunter reappears. Isaiah Ryder, Chris Whitney, Vin Baker, Stoudemire, and Burns. Alright, now this time we're really gonna make this one our last pack. Still haven't found any more inserts, but at the very least we found seemingly the entire base set, which of course included the Anthony Hardaway, the Chris Webber, the Sam Cassell, Allen Houston, and the Nick Van Exel. So here is our stack. I believe that's gonna be our whole base set there. Came across one insert, Classic Futures team, Jamal Mashburn, and then also came with this exclusive, not numbered, Penny Hardaway and Chris Webber. So now I just need to purchase some supplies that will actually fit these cards. So I'll have to get those either on, most likely on eBay. I'm not so sure that my LCS has anything like that. So that's going to wrap things up for our Sunday night box opening here on Headlocks and Hot Packs. Of course, as always, we'll return on Wednesday for Way Back Wednesday. So please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. We would really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribing, please go ahead and do so. Support the channel, and we'll be able to do some more cool stuff in the future. So thanks for watching, everybody.